Welcome back, Smeg heads, and welcome to Smug Mode, a Red Dwarf podcast where we discuss the British cult sci-fi classic comedy Red Dwarf. I'm Ben Gilman, as always. I'm joined by Tom Hill.
Hey.
Chris Simon.
What's up?
And Dan Rudge.
Hey,
And today we are discussing Series 3, Episode 5, Timeslides. Smug Mode is engaged. So this episode is basically about the developing fluid that Crichton uses to process old photograph mutates, and the photographs come alive. The Red Dwarf crew find that they can go into the photograph, and Lister finds that the photographs allow him to go back in time, and he plans on changing history so that he doesn't end up marooned in deep space because he's in a bad mood. And obviously then Rimmer tries to undo it all to make himself wealthy, but it backfires and it all goes back to normal. So that's basically the main summary of it. It's a bit of an interesting episode. And it starts in the immortal words of Adolf Hitler playing himself, which did make me laugh.
Special guest star, Adolf Hitler.
Yes. So what did you guys think of this episode?
It's probably one of my favourites. One of my favourites of the season, to be fair.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of my favourites. I liked it. I liked the episode. I watched it again today as well. I watched it again.
Okay. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I did smile, but I didn't laugh out loud.
No, there's a few moments where you do.
I ripped some quotes down. That's what I loved it.
There are some great bits.
Yeah.
But generally, I thought this was good Red Dwarf, but not classic. You know what I mean?
This is standard Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
This isn't weak Red Dwarf.
No, this is a perfectly good episode.
Yeah.
But in the series it's in, it remains one of the weakest.
It feels a bit off because Lister's really depressed all the way through. And Lister, I know Lister occasionally goes a bit down because he's the last human, but this is like really, I know it's a comedy, but it's almost like it's out of character this week. At the first bit, until they get to the photographs, Lister is very depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just feels a bit not unrealistic, but it just kind of feels like a different character this week.
It's just depressed.
When he actually goes as far as to be like, what am I doing here?
He's giving up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I've just wanted to let's talk about the Cat's golf gear, the first bit we see. He's dusted off his
Hang on, wait, Ben. We have to do this properly. And now for Ben's fashion corner.
Yes. You're gonna have like a gay little jingle or something. No, not gay. Why does it have to be gay? But you know what I mean, like a little fashion thing. I don't know. But if we come up with a sound effect for it. But the last time we saw Cat in golfing clothes was the virtual reality, back to reality episode last season 2.
Yeah.
I did laugh at the bit where he pressed the recorder and head clap him.
Yay!
But Red Dwarf do golfing jumpers. Did you notice that he had the red logo? You're telling me that they had that prepared? Yes. I love that.
No, I think he did that himself.
That's a good point. Tiddlywink. So I want to know what Tiddlywink show jumping is. I want to see that. You know what I mean?
No. I want unicycle polo.
Yeah, unicycle polo.
Unicycle polo. That'd be epic.
Two grown men on unicycles belting a beach ball up and down a corridor with French loaves. It sounds like my idea of a great time.
I want to know why we never did that whilst we were at uni. I really don't know how we never got round to that.
Honestly, we only had a specific amount of time at uni. There was a lot to get through.
That's true.
Yeah, good point.
I'm still surprised that it never happened, though. Probably sourcing the unicycles would have been the problem.
I'm pretty sure what's his name in the drama department. Michael or Matt or someone.
Peter.
He would have had them. Yeah, Peter with the metal dude with the beard.
Yeah.
Let's get back on topic.
Sorry.
Syndrome, it's allowed here, but this is a tight podcast, so we managed.
Oh, tight Tight, yes, tight.
Yeah. Sorry. So the thing is, I mean, Royalist has been a moany little bitch this week. Rimmer did have a back and forth with him, but it did. You know where this is going. I'm sick of this. Sick of this. Rimmer got one of the best lines. You're unhappy, aren't you? Just to sum it up. That made me laugh as well.
Oh, about November. It's November, isn't it? It's time for a wash. That's why.
Yeah. Crypto fascist. Fascist is now my favorite word.
Crypto fascist.
So crypto fascist.
No crypto fascist answer.
Fascist.
Will you stop calling everything crypto fascist? You make me sound like a git.
Can I just say, if we were to do what we did with Syndrome and name the show, because obviously we keep it very basic so everyone knows what episode we're talking about. If we put titles, "We're all crypto fascists" would be the title of this episode. Obviously, if we were that silly. The music Crichton dances to could be more 80s or 90s. You know, when he's in the photo lab.
Yeah, some 80s vibe right there.
Bad groovy.
Did you notice when he's having the birthday party in the pictures? Those must be from the Nova 5, from where they got him from, the girls. I've only noticed this. This is the first time I've noticed it, but I'm watching these all back to back and in order for the first time. That was a nice little nod back to Community.
Although, if you were going for continuity, he would have looked more like the version he did in Series 2, Episode 1.
Yeah, but that Crichton is buried and has been forgotten about.
So sort of instead of continuity, we're going for kayfabe.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
I mean, because I start going in the photographs. I found the Hitler one not really funny. I did.
No, I found it funny. It's all right.
Yeah.
Ignore him. He's a complete and total nutter,
And he's only got one testicle.
I did find Lister giving him the V sign quite funny though.
The way he just stood there as well, it's like they were just like looking down, they turned around, just like there. He's just like, what the hell? That cracked me up. I was like, what the hell?
I have to. I'm sad. It's sad of me to admit, but my biggest problem with that entire thing, with the Hitler thing, and I do find it funny, is because I studied like World War II Germany. It was one of my main subjects for years.
Oh, snap. Yeah, go on.
I was fully aware. You know, he goes in, he has the scuffle with Hitler. Comes back
the fight
with the briefcase.
Yeah.
And it's the historical inaccuracy of that used to wind me up.
Oh, damn.
Because that happened in 1944. Hitler's last speech at Nuremberg was 1938. So I know it's a stupid thing to be bothered by, but I'm going, that's a 6-year anomaly right there.
Oh, wow. But if you studied it, then yeah, I guess it makes sense.
And it stopped it being quite as funny as it should have been, because I knew it didn't tally, and I know how bad that is.
I found that when they opened the briefcase, Hitler's briefcase, the handcuffs, it's not funny. We know the gay jokes have been made about Hitler, you know, in terms of sex and everything. It's not really funny. Banana and Chris sandwich is weird, and the
I
diaries.
quite like that.
I have a question. You know when Lister jumps into the photograph wedding?
Yeah,
Is that Chris Barry playing Rimmer's brother?
it is.
Yeah.
Because he sounds a lot like Ace Rimmer. Have you noticed?
Yeah, just without the American twang to it.
Yeah, it's like a prototype of the Ace Rimmer.
Yeah.
Voice.
Well, his brother Frank is supposed to be the uber confident version of him, and so it kind of makes sense that Ace Rimmer and Frank would be similar sounding, because that's the confident Rimmer's voice.
Yeah.
Talking of in the future, Crichton suggests that they go to Dallas and JFK, and I'm thinking that's 4 seasons ahead. So just after the Ace Rimmer voice that I heard, I was like, they come back to that in season 7, if I'm correct, don't they? Yeah.
They do, but I think that was just just a tasteless joke. I don't think they were thinking for what they were going to be doing in 4 seasons.
It's still funny though.
It is funny.
Yeah. I I do find the snowball throw is quite funny. It's just a simple thing where
Yeah,
it's the throws it to Cat, and Cat just throws it at him.
straight back.
Catch it, left hand, right hand, bow in the face.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Why am I not surprised that Rimmer has a nude beach shot photo?
Why is it so unfair they don't show that?
Because that is the type of thing Rimmer would do. That's absolutely hilarious. That got a big laugh out of me.
Yeah.
Oh, I do love the song. I forgot about the song. And I've written here. There's a lot to do in this scene. So when I was looking at the young Lister, the remarkable bone structure. He looked like Craig Charles's relation. I checked. He is
younger brother.
Brother. That definitely, yeah. Yeah, his name is Elmy Charles. Elmy Charles. Yeah, I think I'm saying.
M.O. Charles, yeah.
Yeah, because I was looking at my wife and going, "What do you think?" And she went, "They've got to be related."
Yeah.
They literally. That was a good call. He was quite clear. He was quite good. I don't know if he ever continued to act or if this is just a one-off thing. But,
No idea.
I think is better than Crazy Frog. I mean, it's a terrible song, but I'd rather listen to Crazy Frog.
Crazy Frog's iconic.
Well, was actually written by Craig Charles for the show. He actually wrote it.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I believe it.
Apparently, in real life, Craig Charles is a much better musician than Lister.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Thanks.
He has a funk show that he had on BBC 6, Radio 6.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's still going.
I think it's finished now.
Yeah, he knows his music.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the other band members from Smeg and the Heads were actually members of a heavy metal band in reality.
Yeah.
I think.
Carcass, who I've got on my Spotify. I love them.
Well, Carcass. Was it Carcass?
Yeah.
I knew it was a heavy metal band. I didn't know which band it was.
I've looked it up for trivia, and I realised that's like, oh shit, I love that band. That's quite funny. Band. If you don't like screaming men, don't listen to it. But I love that shit. Oh my god.
No, I'm a proper heavy thrash metal fan, so yeah, that kind of shit's my thing. But
That stuff gets me in the morning. When you listen to it, you feel invincible. You can walk through the walls. Yeah.
Bit of Stuka Squadron or something like that.
Exactly. Cat looks like an African prince when he goes to the pub. I love his detailing. Like again, it's
with the black and gold
corner. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, from red dwarf to red carpet.
It's all red.
Always looking good. So I always have to bring up how good he is, because he is taking the piss this season in terms of he just looks fantastic. What if half of the budget went?
Can you hear that envy? Can you hear it? I can hear envy.
That's just like, wait, can you hear it? I like that.
Ben's like, why do they not sell this shit in Primark?
It's not legit envy. I'm gonna lie.
I would not be.
Should have been me.
Should have been me. I'm fabulous.
Go, Dolph Ziggler. Should have been me.
The most gay straight man you've ever met. I am like really fashion even through. I don't dress like it. I just got this. I don't know. I'm straight as you like, but
I wasn't thinking in terms of like gay guys in terms of figuring out some fashion.
No,
what I thought was, do you know those guys from like the really, really poor towns, but they make a point of buying like the really expensive suits. They make a point of actually making themselves look absolutely the business and taking care of their clothes more than anything else.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
I could totally wear the cat stuff if I was allowed to. But but also the cat's golf game has improved a lot since his club throwing attempt in Better Than Life. Don't you think he's improved a lot? He doesn't throw the golf club anymore.
Yeah, but on the game, he can't throw the golf club. He'd have to throw the whole person.
Joe, don't piss on my Joe. So the thing is, there is one thing that I want to bring up. When they come back in, Rimmer is very surprised when they all disappear because Lister changes time, the
Yes.
past. Why is Rimmer so fucking surprised?
But also,
He
why the hell is
did-
Rimmer there?
Wait, that's
Good
up.
point.
That's
If
up.
Lister changed the entire course of
Yes,
everything,
I'm thinking the same thing.
Cat would never have gone onto the thing. There would never have been a stasis leak. There would never have been the drive plate issue, and they'd have all gone back to Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it would have been a different technician helping Rimmer.
Yeah.
So theoretically, none of them would have been there. And also, Holly would have reverted back to being Norman Lovett.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a plot hole. But I'm like, Rimmer's an intelligent guy. Why is he surprised? Because he doesn't really try and stop Lister from talking to Lister. That's what I would have done. I would have stopped Lister at every turn.
Yeah.
It's
He does at the same time in that pub try and convince Lister to stick to the music.
I do love the fact though that this Lister dies making love to his wife while driving a plane. That's pretty rock and roll.
Yeah, at 98, yeah.
yeah.
Just imagine he's got
just-
a in the office, he's doing it.
I just love Rimmer's justification for going to get Lister. It's my duty. My duty as a complete and utter bastard.
Yes, that's the one. I wrote that down as well. That is the line. Right there. That is it.
But yeah, I always find it a bit jarring that Ruby Wax was in this episode.
Yes.
It's kind of, I mean, I know the reason is because she was the last.
That's who it was. I was looking at her face. I was like, she's wrapped in it. I forgot.
She was the wife of the guy who directed the episode.
Oh damn!
And she was a last minute replacement because it was originally supposed to be Graham Chapman.
Oh,
Monty Python. And
he
died.
Me. I knew she looked familiar to Tommy. I was killing me. I was like, who the heck? I was like, I know that person.
But Graham Chapman died the week before rehearsals. So he was signed on to do the whole thing, was due to be for rehearsals and died that week.
Yeah.
And so they needed somebody quickly, and I guess the director just approached his wife. And when you know what, you're famous, you kind of do these things anyway.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit jarring, but
still props to her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I liked it. It's funny.
My wife thought she was Sharon Osbourne. I had to explain to her it was. So, can I just point out Buckingham Palace? Got Lister bought Buckingham Palace. Where the fuck is the Queen living then? Balmoral? They revert back to Balmoral or something?
Also, the Queen's probably dead.
Yeah, but that's my point. Where's the royal family living? Most probably Windsor Castle, right? The most probably
Windsor or Balmoral, one would assume.
I do love the statue, pissing champagne. That's quite. That made me laugh.
Yeah. Almost
I-
Swiftian in it.
I love how Rimmer's jealous, but he would love that lifestyle. To be fair, so it's kind of they're both trying to do each other again, and I find Rimmer creeping into a boy's bedroom is very creepy.
No, before that, when he goes to save to save Lister, you guys, yes, we're best friends, right? We're best friends. He was saying, summing up all the stuff that he had, and he goes, yeah, that I have. Wait, it's you, isn't it? That was amazing.
Who's the truly rich man?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's like totally way before the time, but friends.
Yeah.
We're going to do in-betweeners at some point when this podcast is over. Like, transition into in-betweeners. We have to. That would be a... Oh, boy. So, Rimmer is the reason that the attention sheet happened because he doesn't think for a second. He knows the boy in that dorm invented it. So why the fuck wouldn't you knock the kid out?
That
Make
was
sure the kid
ridiculous.
leaves.
I want
That
to
was
just got to sleep, damn it, got to sleep.
Because the kid is clearly listening, he's
Yeah.
clearly young. Yeah, I don't understand that scene. It made Rimmer look really stupid because Rimmer's normally quite
Really
clever.
stupid.
It's a bad moment. But I'm trying to figure out why was Rimmer brought back to life all of a sudden? He was on a hologram at the end.
I think they purely did it for the puncture repair kit joke.
Yeah, and then the bit where he just dies and goes back to being a hologram at the end of the episode is quite funny. You know it's happening.
Titan, unpack Rachel and get the puncture repair kit.
It's, I'm amazed that we've been able to get 20 minutes out of this episode. Yeah,
It's not that bad.
it's okay, but
it's just not great. That's the.
No, but it's got a bit of holes.
It's standard through and through. Like
Yeah,
there
it's
are
standard
a
episode.
couple of bits, and we've covered all the
Standard
bits
episode,
that
Yeah.
have any level of standout. Mostly, it's just, oh, I'm watching Red Dwarf. Cool.
Next week is much better. Next week made me laugh quite a bit.
Ooh. Don't know if I agree on that.
I have a lot to say about next week and religion, so get ready for that one. But you know, average Red Dwarf is still brilliant. It's not as boring as Waiting for God, which I still think we agree is the bottom of the toilet. At the moment.
And beyond anything else, it gives us an excuse to sit and talk crap about one of our favorite television shows.
Yeah, even when it's bad, we're generally a positive podcast. Yeah.
Try to be.
Red Dwarf is the dog's bollocks and the bee's knees.
Even when it's okay, it's still better than a lot of shows. You know what I mean? It's
The dog
just
bee's
funny.
bollock knees.
Yeah. So it's a good episode. It's okay, but next week we'll get into it. Okay, so that's goodbye from me.
Bye for me.
Not for me.
And goodbye from me.
Smeg off your smeg heads.